Rosh Hashanah, Daf Yud. How's everybody doing? The Gemara tells us that if one plants a tree before Shemitah, or hivrich, that is, he takes the branch and puts it into the ground, and the other side comes out, and the part that goes into the ground takes root. Hirkiv, he grafts one branch into a tree. In order for it to be considered rooted, so according to the Tanna Kama and Rabbi Meir, you need at least 30 days to take root. According to Rabbi Yossi and Rabbi Shimon, all you need to take root is 2 weeks. According to Rabbi Yehuda, all you need is 3 days. When it comes to Shemitah, as we said, you need that it should take root before you have the idea of Teisefes Shvius. Teisefes Shvius is you're not permitted to work the trees on Shemitah, but we have to add to that. And before we add to that, it must take root. For Arla, you also need time that should be considered a year before Rosh Hashanah. In other words, according to Reb Meir, 1 day is considered 30 days, and therefore, the 30 days that we spoke about that take root, the final day is considered for the 30, but also considered for the first day of the Teisefes. According to Reb Lazar and most of the other Tanna, you need 30 days plus whatever you hold, 30 plus 30, 30 plus 2 weeks. Now, in the third year, if you have 30 days that are considered 1 year for Arla, and then you have Rosh Hashanah, that's the first year. You have a full year, that's the second year. Another full year, that's the third year. So lzecher, you should be able to eat the fruit for a total of 3 years, because you have 2 years plus the 30 days that are counted as a full year, should be able to eat the fruit. So as soon as Rosh Hashanah comes, it should be mutter. Nevertheless, because these natiyos, these saplings, became grown trees, and a grown tree, the Rosh Hashanah for a tree is Tu B'Shvat according to Beis Hillel, therefore, it only becomes mutter to eat the fruit 4.5 months after Rosh Hashanah, which is Tu B'Shvat. So it's 2 years plus the 30 days in the beginning, plus 4.5 months. And what you gain is that you don't have to wait a full year, the additional 7.5 months of the year. That's for Arla, and the third year. And in the fourth year, you have to wait all the way to Tu B'Shvat in order for the Revai to be mutter. And the Gemara learns this out from the pasuk Ubashana Haravis, Ubashana Hachamishis. Although the pasuk is saying that you're permitted to eat in the 5th year, but it says the vav, the first vav is Moishe Alinyan Rishon. We had an isser to eat the fruit in Arla, and the Torah says Ubashana Haravis, and it's also usher in the 4th year. Ubashana Hachamishis, also in the 5th year. In this particular case, Reb Meir in general holds Yom Echad Bashana, 1 day of the year is considered a full year. So therefore, if you have a bull that's 24 months and 1 day, so it's 2 years and 1 day, that's considered as if this bull is 3 years old. A calf, to be considered more than a year old, is 1 year. Ben Bakar, when the Torah says Ben Bakar, is referring to 2 years. Rabbi Meir and Rabbi Lazar argue, is it 1 day considered a year, or is it 30 days considered? They both learn from the same pasuk. It says by Noach, it's referring to Noach's life, but Be'echad HaChodesh is the first year of the creation, which is Nisan. Be'echad HaChodesh, the Torah considers 1 day of the first month of the year as a full year. That's why it's 601 years versus just 600 years. That because of that 1 day, says Reuven. So you see that 1 day is considered a year. Rabbi says no. The year is going on the 600. Sheish Meyos Shana. The fact is that the chas is all the way in the beginning of the pasuk, not connected to the year, to the Shana. So he learns from the word Barishain Be'echad HaChodesh, 1 day is considered a full month. And if 1 day is considered a full month, months are made out of units of days, therefore 1 month is considered a year because a year is counted by months. Have a wonderful day.